to my channel. And today I am hoping just to continue in series or try to finish series. I am hoping to start Alien Claw by Ursa Dax, which is the 10th book out of her 16-book series of the Fated Mates of the Seasound Warlords. 10th book. I'm making progress. I'm really afraid that I got into kind of a book slump because I just did my TBR jar picks for a week. Just finish a book, pick another name. I didn't like really any of them that I picked. So I'm really hoping I'm not in a book slump because I was going to do something else this week, but I need to pick up series that I know I love because I felt like I was starting to slump a little bit. So we're doing that this week. And I'm hoping I'm going to start an audio of Business Casual by B.K. Borson, which will finish a series. I do not have a physical book right now because I'm actually doing a whole separate vlog with a physical book. So stay tuned for that one. Hopefully I'll finish that one pretty soon. I do like that one, but it's just taking me a little bit longer to read because I think I was reading it at the same time as that Kindle book and it just made me slump really bad. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will check in when I make some progress in either of those books.
Hey, so I don't know if you can tell, but my picture quality is probably going to be different because my camera that I got for Christmas, I've noticed it's not like the best quality. Like when I'm editing, it looks great. But I put them on my TV a few times just to see what it would look like, and it doesn't look very good. And also, my little mic, I cannot put it to the camera to get a good sound. And I don't like that because also the way I listen to YouTube is almost podcast style. I don't want anybody to be doing that with my videos and it not sound great. So sound quality is going to be different. Video quality is going to be back to my phone, and it's my front camera. I know everybody wants to do the back camera because it looks nicer, but I can't see myself, and trying to set it up is actually very difficult for me. So back to the front view camera. Anyways, I did just finish Business Casual by B.K. Borson, and I liked it. I feel like it was the perfect end to that series. I was confused as to why I even had it because neither of them work on Love Life Farms. And I was like, why? Like, it should have just been the trio. I did like it, but I still don't feel like it makes sense as to why she wrote it. I don't really know. But I did like it. I really like um Charlie. I wanted to say Christian. Not Christian. It's Charlie. He is Stella's half brother, and he's really close with Caleb and Beckett. And he is with Nova. And Nova is Beckett's sister. And she's a tattoo artist. She's opening up her own tattoo studio there in the town. And she wants like a one night stand. She just feels like she needs to get laid. So she confronts him, and he kind of like short circuits because he's been hitting on her for a long time. He's always really liked her, but he's surprised because she's actually caving. Like she's never caved before. And so things progress. I really liked it. There was so much growth on both of their parts. I really appreciated it. I feel like this book had the most, and it was beautifully written. I really liked it. Um, I am only giving it 4 stars. It's not amazing. It's not something that I would probably like talk about all the time, but it was good. It's not a mid book. It's at least a 4-star. It was pretty good. I did really like it. So I finished that one. Do I recommend that series? I really do. I do recommend that series, especially because I listened to all of them. I did not actually physically read these. I did all audio on Hoopla. I really liked it because the female is the same female narrator in all the books. She only changes the men. So I really liked it. Also, I am reading still Alien Claw by Ursa Dax. And I'm like at 39 pages. I'm not very far. But I do like how this alien guy, his name is Talk. And then the girl is Taylor. So it's Taylor and Talk, which I have my Kindle upside down. But I like how, because all the other aliens, after finding out, like the females don't feel the bond like they do. They've kind of like tried to make them fall in love with them. Like they're kind of beating around the bush. He didn't do that. We're literally 39 pages in. I like that he straight up tells her, because he's like, how would you feel if one of us was your mate? And she's like, well, I've never really thought about it. And he's like, well, you've always thought about it with the sea sand guys, not us. Because he's like one of the ones, like the water guys. And so he's even bigger, and he's almost like an alligator. That's what they say. Like they're more comfortable walking on all fours than on 2 feet. And she goes, well, I mean, I haven't been around like your type, so I wouldn't really know. But I mean, I'm not opposed. And she's like, who are you trying to be with? Like, do you need advice or something? And he straight up goes, no, it's you. And oh my God, there was a line that he said that I have to tell you, it was so freaking cute. Like, this guy, he knows his words. Taylor Bruce of the New Women, I talk of the bitter seas and right claw of the Haka am yours until the last wave hits the shore of my homeland, until the sun stops rising from the water's depths, until the depth of this world is gone, and even beyond that, I am yours. Literally, we are 22 pages in, and he is declaring his love, and it's like, oh my God. And like, if I were her, I'd be like, and that's exactly what she did. But she was like, okay, like, what do I do with that? Like, what do I do with that? Because she doesn't know really these guys very well, and she's really just trying to get down like everything that's going on. She's trying to write it all down. So that's like her job. And she's just like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm supposed to be with the women, but like, now this is happening and now I don't really know how I feel. Like she's trying to work through it. So I'm really excited to continue on with this. This is kind of like the one I really want to read besides my other book that I have for another video. Um, but yeah, so I need to go crochet because I was doing my blanket and I wanted to do it like in a square and I didn't like it after a few rows. So I just took it all apart and now I'm just going to do rows and we're just going to hope for the best. So yeah, I'm gonna go crochet, probably watch some YouTube, and I'm getting a little hungry. Might get myself a snack. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hello. So yes, I'm in pajamas. Yes, my hair is this way and no makeup. My daughter is sick, so she was sick all night. I was with her in her room on the floor pretty much the entire night. But I was trying to read on my Kindle, on my tablet, Alien Claw by Ursa Dax, which is the 10th book of the series, and there's 16 books. So, I mean, I'm making progress in the series, and I'm glad I'm making progress in the series. I thought I would have been done with it by now, but with her being sick, and I was like, oh, I can finish it. I've got 2 hours. I was falling asleep. I could not stay awake to save my life, and I was trying to stay up and take care of her, and that didn't really happen. But I did get to 141 before whenever I was about to fall asleep. So I got to page 141. So it was like right under 50%. But this morning, I think my husband sat with her for a while. And then he came in at like 2:30 in the morning and says, hey, why don't you go watch her now? I'm going to go to sleep. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I read from 141 to just 163. I only got like about 20 pages in before I just knocked out. Like I was literally holding it and I was laying on the floor because she wanted to sleep on the floor. And I just toned out, like fell asleep. But I'm on page 163 up to 29. I'm 71% of the way through. So I know I could finish this pretty quick. It says I have an hour and 18 minutes left of this book. So I'm hoping I can sit on the couch with her and get this done. And I think I know what I want to read next. I have a lot of options right now, and I don't know which one I want to read next. I think I know because then I'll be caught up in that series. I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going to go with, and I didn't know that they're going to do a third book of the series. I was so excited when I figured that out. I was like, hey, I need to read the second one. But I think the next one doesn't come out till March, so I don't know if I want to read it next month and have it closer. I don't know. I'll let you know whenever I pick, but I'm going to go sit and read. I'm making sourdough bread, and I'm just waiting for like 2 relatives to come and pick up their bread that I baked this morning. But yeah, today is going to be a very slow day. I'm going to clean, but I'm keeping an eye on my daughter. She is on the couch. I asked my mom if she could take my son just so I only have one kid to really watch, and he's not sick. And she's like, yeah, I'll come by right now. My mom was off today, so she's going to have him all day long. So I got one sick kid at home. I have one kid with my mother, and all my plans is to read. So let's go do it. Hey, so I'm really excited. Last night I finished Alien Claw by Ursa Dax. It was 227 pages. It did take me a few days to read, but also I was reading another book during this. You probably have, yeah, you've seen it already. It's already up. But I'm giving this one 4 stars. Every single book of this series is at least a 4 star to a 4.5. Like, this is a solid series for me. And in this one, the stakes are high. So you're following Talk, and he is like the right hand to his king guy, the Haka Gog, or whatever the frick his name is. The names in this book, I don't know how they come up with the names. I don't know. And then there's Taylor, and she's the historian. And he immediately tells her, like, I've gone to the Lovrika, you're my mate. And he wants her to have all the information up front, which I totally appreciate because none of the other guys really do that. So they go on their little adventure, but he knows because there's history from his people that she wants to write down. And he's only given 7 days because he has to come back, and the humans want like, I don't know how you would say it. Like, they want to kidnap somebody. They want to kidnap one of the aliens and learn from them. So Valeria, she's from the last book. She is from the military. So they're trying to have it to where she pretends to kidnap Talk and take him so she could speak English and figure out what the military is trying to do. Well, he already knows before they leave, and he tells her when they're there. And it does not go well. It does not go well. The whole situation, it doesn't go well. And I really liked that it was a little bit more high stakes. Like, it had it. I was getting a little nervous, and I can only imagine the next book. But also, I haven't looked at the synopsis, but they're trying to introduce a new thing, like this stone winged god thing. I don't know. There was a chapter of his point of view, and it was just a page. And I'm like, wait a minute. He's like, real? Because he was in the history. And Talk is like, I don't know. I think they were kind of going crazy by this point because we've never seen like a stone winged man. Like, we don't know. That was really good. So I'm giving it 4 stars. Well, now, since I finished, oh my God, what did I read before this? I don't even remember what I read before this. I am blanking right now. Let's see. Oh, Business Casual by B.K. Borson. Gave that one 4 stars. Or Alien Claw, giving it 4 stars. I'm going to start Hunted in the Shadows by Mary Dublin and Anne Kensley. This is technically supernatural. Like, I love supernatural with my whole being, and it's here. And I'm like, I loved the first book, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to do the second one yet. Well, I was looking yesterday on Barnes, and I was like, oh, I'm going to just look and see if they have them in hardcover because they still have their hardcover sale. And it showed that there's a third. I was like, wait a minute, there's a third one coming out soon? I was so excited. I was like, okay, so I need to read the second one so then when the third one comes out, I can read it right away because I'm really, really loving this series. So I'm going to start that soon. Hopefully in a little bit. My daughter is staying home again today. I looked at her this morning and I was like, you still don't look good. And like the way she's walking and she's kind of holding her stomach a little bit, she looked very pale. She doesn't really have a fever anymore. So I'm like, you need to stay home again. Today's Friday. So I'm like, you can stay home again today. We're going to take the weekend to get you better. Like, we're going to take the time this weekend and get you better. Like, we still have to help my mom take down her Christmas stuff. But otherwise, she should be fine. She can lay down at my mom's. They have their own bed and stuff over there. So, yeah. So I'm going to go start this book, and I will come back when I have an update. Hey, so I'm trying out putting my mic on something and not like touching it, see if it'll help with the sound. We're gonna see. But um I did just finish Hunted in the Shadows by Mary Devlin and Anne Kensley. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Um, I'm giving it a 4.5. It was so good. It took me 3 days to read it, and I saved some quotes that I have to tell you about. So in the very beginning, like right when it starts off, they're on a hunt and they're killing vampires in a blockbuster. That was so funny. They were talking about like a membership card, trying to teach Sylvia like what a blockbuster was. It was so funny. And then there was a point where Cliff has some tattoos and he's like, well, you're not going to see all of them. And John tells Sylvia like, hey, go check out Cliff's tramp stamp. It's a butterfly. I about shit myself. It was so funny. But in this one, you meet like other hunters. Not a good situation. You also meet sirens because of the hunters. Not a good situation. You meet another group of fairies. Not a good situation. I was confused like with the last chapter. Like it's Sylvia's mom talking and she's trying to get to Sylvia and she has Hazel, Sylvia's sister, and she's with a human male. I think I know who it is, but I'm not going to say nothing because it might be a big spoiler and I don't want to, but I think I know who he is. But I just Sylvia and John are so freaking cute together. I absolutely love them. He is totally Sam Winchester. Cliff is totally Dean Winchester. Like Dean was obsessed with cars, so is Cliff. Like so obsessed. And I love John. John is so sweet and the way he is just so down bad for Sylvia and there's like no spice in this book at all. Like there's none and it is action on action on it was like the last 100 pages I was just like when is this gonna stop because like they got out of one mess right into another one. I was like, oh no, like this is not good. And something happened and I was very upset. Oh, John made me so mad. He made me so mad. Don't blame anybody for being mad at him for that. But I do have two quotes. It says, "Love wasn't always beautiful. It was fucking poison when you couldn't have what you wanted." That they're fighting hard for their feelings for each other because I mean, she's a fairy. She's literally like 2, 3 inches tall. And then freaking John is 6'4". Like, how can they actually make a relationship work? But they're making it work. It's been like 2 months since the first book and I'm really excited to read the third one. And then the next quote, it'll always be you wherever I am, together or apart. So I'll take whatever time I get with you, no matter how it ends. Oh my God. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I do know that the last book, Lured in the Crimson, and it's coming out this year. And it says on here that she has they have a standalone novella called Consumed. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that anywhere. I had no idea. Let me see. When does this third one come out? Because then I can do that one in like another continuing series. Because I feel like I did pretty good. It comes out in June. Not bad. Not bad. And I do like the cover. This one has more of like a red. I really like these covers. They're really, really nice. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I did pretty good. I mean, I finished one series, I made progress in another series, and I'm caught up in another series. I feel like I did really well. So I'll go over. I read Business Casual by BK Borson, the fourth one, gave it 4 stars. Um, I mean, it was good. I feel like none of her books really like stick with me, but they're good. Like they're not a 3-star. They're above like mid. Like they are good. I really like them. And you're following Nova and Charlie, and they were cute. They were funny. I loved them. And then I read Alien Claw, which is the 10th book, and her Fated Mates of the Seasand Warlords by Ursa Dax. And you're following Taylor and Talk. And I really liked Talk because he was very upfront, and I liked how Taylor, she did fight it for a little bit, like the whole mate bond, but then she gave up pretty quick. So it was exactly how it was supposed to be done. And like the stuff that's happening in that series, I'm starting to get very nervous. And there's 16 books. I'm on book 10. I'll be on book 11, but I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. But I feel like I did good this week with my reading. I did pretty well. So that's going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you stick around for my next vlog. And I will see you around when I see ya. Bye.